I need a drink. Okay. This third movie will piss a lot of people off. Now, before I get on with why I don't like this, I want to say that this is a perfectly fine movie, but just personally for me, I find it very disappointing. And what's more disappointing is I actually enjoyed the really first half of the movie, and it turned out quite disappointing near the end. This is The Hunger Game. As I said before, you like this movie, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't ignore that this movie was flawed. I mean, I went in, I did not expect anything when I got in, and the first half of the movie was perfect for me. I really enjoyed the first half of the Hunger Game movie. You know how they show the contrast between like wait. I actually wrote a paper on this. I mean, the first half of the film was good because like it showed like the contrast between like the upper echelon of people and like the lower peasantry. It was fun to watch. It was like you get to know the world, you get to know the universe, you get to know the character. The character development is really good in this movie. I mean, you get to know their goals, what they're trying to do, and how they plan to survive. It was entertaining. It was like really good storytelling and good character development on the whole. And then the second half of the movie happened. I mean, I don't feel like I have to tell you what Hunger Game is at this point, but it's basically pretty much America is divided into like 12 districts, and every year they have like this gladiatorial death match, and there's like 24 children got picked, and they gotta kill each other in front of a live television broadcast, and only one emerged victorious. And it's like their ingenious idea of like controlling people, like we still have like control with your life is something, I don't know. And before I continue, this is not a rip-off of Battle Royale. I saw Battle Royale, I even saw the second one, that one was shit, but you can see the similarity, but you can tell that it was not a copy of each other. And still Battle Royale is a better book and a better movie on the whole. Now, I will be forced to make a little comparison to Battle Royale as I go on. But despite the fact that this movie started out so good, I mean, you see the world, you see the set design, man, it was good. I mean, you see like the working, the inner working of like they need to have like this sponsor to come and help you. You need like to build like momentum so people will vote for you, so it will increase your chance of survival. That was cool. That was really good. And then the goddamn actual Hunger Game happened, and the entire movie just fell apart. Basically, it just fell apart. It was unbelievable. I mean, god damn. I mean, there was some symptom that wasn't apparent until like further into the movie that I saw at the beginning, but it became like a glaring error in the movie. One of them was like the camera work. It was unbelievably bad. I mean, the first few scenes in the movie, you see like people, the peasant people that Katniss came from, and they all like scrubbing by to live, like eating like really thin piece of chicken and stuff. And at that point, you can tell that there's something wrong with the camera work. It's like they hired an epileptic person to control the camera. Everything was pretty much like this. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but even the most simplest scene of a guy eating, the camera was shaking like it was an 8.5 earthquake. I mean, and when the movie actually got to the Hunger Games part, this become a major problem. You can't tell what's going on. Everything was moving so damn fast. It's like watching Cloverfield, and Cloverfield was a good movie, and it was supposed to be pretty much like a handheld camera movie, and that was the point of it. People were like holding the camera and recording everything. What was the excuse of this? Yeah, I can tell you what the excuse of this was. They're censoring themselves. This movie pretty much shows children killing each other, and it's America. This is not Japan. They're not gonna go out ballsy and show children killing each other on screen. So the way to do this was that make the camera work so freaking epileptic that you can't tell what's going on. And anytime there's a violent scene show up, everything just moves so damn fast you can't tell what's going on. And that was pretty much one of the main problem of the movie. The camera work was so ungodly bad, and it pretty much diminished the overall quality of the film. I mean, there was, and that's one more thing, no blood. There was not a single droplet of blood in this movie. Yeah, there's like, they show like wounds and stuff, but there was a, when the Hunger Games started, there was this guy who like got hacked to shit by a machete. Like, he had like this gigantic machete about like this big. He was hacking a guy like this, go slamming. Not a single droplet of blood. Okay, I like violence movie. I mean, everybody who knows me knows that. But okay, I understand the need to make it PG-13 to attract all the underage children and underage teenager who's gonna be watching this film. But this is ridiculous. You can't. I mean, a little droplets of blood is not gonna hurt. They're not gonna start screaming and going home and crying to their mom or something. But god damn, it kind of ruined it for me. This is supposed to be like a violent, bloody, gladiatorial death match, and there's not a single droplet of blood. And all acts of violence are censored out by epileptic camera work. I mean, god damn. And I mean, yeah, as I said before, the first half of the movie was perfect, and then as things start to get like, it started to fall apart in terms of logic, kind of similar to Twilight was. For example, when the Hunger Games start, they start teaming up with each other. And the entire rule of the Hunger Games was that only one will survive. Why are they teaming up? I mean, they're gonna kill each other eventually. And they're suddenly like teaming up, being best friends and stuff. I mean, it doesn't make sense. None of these children knew each other prior to the Hunger Game. When they trained each other, they were trained to kill each other. And then there was no indication that any of them bond. And which begged the question, why did they do that? I mean, it was weird. It was like a really bad lapse of plot. It was a big plot hole. Why are they helping each other? I mean, okay, Battle Royale time. I mean, I need to make a comparison here. In Battle Royale, it made sense. In the movie and the book, they were pretty much students who grew up together since like primary school, and they've been kidnapped by the military in their high school year to go and kill each other for like military experiment, basically. That made more sense. In Battle Royale case, it made sense because they knew each other, and that is what made Battle Royale a better film and more tragic to watch. Is because that they held on to this like illusion of friendship, and they think that their friendship is gonna get them through this bad ordeal, which is like a completely unrealistic look, and in the end they're gonna fail. That was what made Battle Royale a lot more entertaining to watch. But in Hunger Game case, it just feels weird. It's just like a really forced interaction between characters. It would be better if they all went separate when they try to kill each other. Some of the characters here are like downright stupid. They made like the most dumbass bullshit decision ever. Like, there was a scene where like Katniss got caught on a tree and she has no weapon, and she got cornered by like these 5 guys and girls, and one of them had like a bow on it, and she like tried to shoot Katniss, and she shot one arrow like, oh, this sucks, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And this other guy tried to climb and get her, and he like, after the first time he fell, he like, fine, we just gotta camp around the trees. She had no cover at all, and you give her after one shot of arrow. Why not just burn down the tree or something? All right, the main character's gonna die, but if you're gonna make her survive, make it like a little more believable, please. Are you telling me that these people who are trained to kill can't figure out, and the 5 people, she got surrounded by 5 people on a tree, and they don't know what to do with her? They're just gonna camp around and just wait until she comes down. And okay, I'm gonna get lots of heat for this, but the entire scene with Ro, the girl who was like Katniss' friend again because she was so young, that made more sense because she was like a very small girl, and she doesn't want to kill, and she see Katniss as like a sister figure. That made more sense why they're teaming up with each other, better than all these other stupid assholes where they're like, oh, we'd like to kill each other, so let's be friends. And the dumbest part of the scene was her funeral. I mean, there was a scene where like Ro got killed by a spear, and everything stopped at that point. I mean, she sing Ro a lullaby, and then she started having like this funeral procession thing, like have flowers and tombstone, and like a monk and a priest to come and send her to heaven or something. I mean, god damn. Really? You're in the middle of a gladiatorial death match, and everything just suddenly froze for her to like had this elaborate funeral for her friend who she known for like what, a week, and god damn, the entire scene was so stupid. It's supposed to be tear jerking, but all I could think was, where was all the other stupid idiots walking around and not taking this chance to kill her? I mean, the movie just pretty much, the plot hole just pretty much killed the movie for me at this point, and the rest just pretty much descend to something like pretty much teen romance where Katniss and one of her fellow I can't remember what they call, one of the fellow offering or something, was like just gotta have like a romantic edge so they can get the supporter, the benefactor to come and help them or something. That was a cool concept, but the way it was executed was so lame. I mean, you gotta have kisses, you gotta like love each other, you gotta pretend like you're a couple, and then they just send this little balloon to come and help you. Like, if they got into more about this whole sponsored thing, that would be a lot more interesting. You can just tell like, you do this, you do something like force Katniss to do something that's terrible and bad so that she can have an edge on survival. That would be cool, but not like just an excuse to have a romance subplot, for God's sake. Like, it almost ended like a Disney movie. I mean, everybody went home happy. Sure, there's gonna be like 2 more books where they start like a rebellion, but in the end, they got home away happily ever after, and they defied the big guys on top. Like they were gonna like commit like Sudoku. I mean, commit suicide, and the producer's like, okay, stop. You both survive now. Okay, we need to have a winner. Yeah, you both survive. I'm like, you know what would be perfect for me was that if Rose survived to the end and she like tried to kill Katniss. That would be so amazing. That would be like a big ass plot twist. But it's a children's book, so. Yeah, and that was pretty much my reason for not liking Hunger's Game. I mean, lots of people seem to like ignore all of this and say that, oh, it's one of the best films this year. And it's it's an okay film. It's not bad. It's not that good either. I mean, and it's just like I'm disappointed. I want to like this movie. I want to like this franchise. It just turned out into like a very after the whole first 40 minutes of the film is over, then it's just pretty much something that is cliche and predictable. So I did not enjoy that at all.